So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Homeowners Association. Anyways, I want to do this video and show you guys some horror stories so you know what you're getting into if you decide to go that route. Okay.
Listen to me. If you plan on ever buying a home, do not, I repeat, do not ever get a home with an HOA. I am currently getting sued by my HOA. If you don't know what an HOA is, it's a homeowners association. So when you buy a home, like in a community or whatever, they're the people who take care of things within the neighborhood. If there's amenity, trash sometimes, lawn services and that type of thing. I first purchased my home like 5 years ago now. When I first got my home, my HOA started at $200, which was, that's about average. It made sense. My community is very it's real basic, okay? There's no gym, there's no security, there's no gate. They do have a pool, but it's like a community pool. It's not one of those cute, nice pools. It's very I don't even want to swim in it. I have not swam in the pool since I've been there. It's rough, okay? Since then, my HOA rate has gone up to $450 per month. Nothing has changed since the $200 per month. It's just gone up. Apparently, they're just allowed to do that with no rhyme or reason. I don't know, inflation, aliens, they can say whatever they want, but the price can just go up and you really have no say. Earlier this year, my HOA decided that they need to waterproof the crawl space under the units. This cost us homeowners an additional $500 per month for 7 months. So the $450 plus $500 plus my mortgage. That's 2 mortgages. So all of a sudden my HOA is now $950 per month. I have all my stuff on auto pay because I ain't trying to remember where my money gotta go. I'm gonna forget. So when the rate changed, my auto pay just stayed, what I had it set at. So I missed the first couple payments. Then I peeped what was going on and I reached out to my HOA yo, I ain't got $950 per month just for my HOA. I ain't got it. I don't have it. And that's crazy. So what do they decide to do? They decide to hire lawyers to basically force me to give them money I don't have. On top of the $950, which I think over the course of 7 months had totaled up to $3,500 total. So now on top of that, they're now also charging me for their lawyer fees for the lawyers they hired to sue me. Make it make sense. How, where, in what world does that make sense? Now I owe my HOA $10,000 and I'm just hello? I'm trying to negotiate with these people yo, I don't have that. Can we just settle for the actual amount of the fucking crawl space or whatever? I'll figure out that money and just and they're no, you need to pay our lawyer fees too. Okay, well, I ain't got I literally don't have it. What you want me to do? I live in Atlanta, so I don't know if it's different in other states, but here, baby, in Atlanta, they got free reign. They could just out of nowhere raise your HOA to $950 per month. That's literally another mortgage.
That is absolutely insane. I don't even know where they get the right to go ahead and raise somebody else's, if rent is $400, that is completely insane. The HOA fees were $200 a month, were raised to $400 a month, and then on top of that, for 7 months, they're gonna charge an additional $500, so $900 a month on HOA fees for 7 months consecutively. Oh my God, that's nearly $1,000. $1,000. When you are paying a mortgage for a house, it's anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000. Okay, and then to add another $1,000 in fees that you have to pay monthly for 7 months straight. Who has that type of money laying around? That's insane. I don't understand what they do that causes it. Okay, I don't understand what they're adding to the community to raise the cost of the HOA fees from $200 to $400. I really don't get it. And sometimes I think are they pocketing this money? Where is this money going? Where is this increase going when they're saying that, there's pools and there's all these facilities and things that they use? from month to month, it doesn't increase by 200 plus. Like, you're not going to go from $200 to $400 in fees. Like the pool guy's not going to increase his pool rate, okay? He's not going to increase his rate. The pool guy isn't going to increase his rate that much. All of these services are not going to increase their rate where you need double the fee amount. So where is all that money going? Honestly, I really don't know.
Hey guys, so I live in an HOA and I got another HOA horror story for you. So I recently just had my driveway extended like yesterday. It took a month, actually over a month to get approved because I kept getting rejected, but I finally figured out what the rules were. That was on me. And I got my driveway extended per the parameters of the HOA guidelines, which is it can only be extended 3 feet on either side from the existing driveway. So yeah, so I extended it 3 feet on either side, using the same type of materials that the original driveway was constructed with when we bought the house. So I had a neighbor walk by and looked at my driveway, and she was just like, hey, just so you know, I don't think, this is allowed. And I was like, oh no, I got the HOA approval. I had to submit a whole application with a sketch and a mock photo and like the vendor's proposal and all that stuff. It's like, yeah, but it looks too big. And they said the only rule was I can only be 3 feet on either side of the existing driveway. That's my extension zone, and I cannot go to the sidewalk. I have to stop before the sidewalk. So I'm well within that. So yeah, but it looks a lot bigger than the other driveways. And I'm just like, yeah, and I just don't think I'm comfortable with that. And I was like, ma'am, you're not even on the HOA board. So yeah, but they're gonna be hearing from me. And I was like, dear freaking God. So I'm going to make it my mission to make sure this woman never gets any position of authority on the HOA board as long as we live here. But this woman, whenever she walks around the neighborhood, I guess inspecting her fellow neighbors, making sure they're following the rules, she takes her really loud, obnoxious little dog, like it's a Chihuahua, which is like my least favorite breed, to each their own, like I have no problem with people owning dogs. She lets it crap everywhere and doesn't even pick it up. So now that I know that she does that regularly, I also know that actually is against HOA guidelines. So I'm definitely going to be recording that and sending that to the HOA.
First off, I don't even know where to start. Let me just make a comment on the dog situation. Okay, so I understand he's upset, but let's not take it out on the dog. But anyways, regarding that neighbor, that's insane. That is insane. Like, she's not even on the HOA, but she's going to go around and peruse and snoop on her neighbors and then report them if she doesn't like the way something appears. That's a little like, oh, that's horrible. But we all have neighbors we just don't really like or get along with or don't like things that they do. It doesn't mean that you go out of your way to try to report them because you don't like what they're doing. This, unfortunately, is the thing with HOA. Like, you have more hyper vigilant neighbors that are constantly watching you, constantly wanting to report you. Maybe it's not always like that, but I've seen a lot of horror stories where it just seems like all the neighbors, they're either with it with the HOA and they want that, or they're more like trying to do a few things and getting like bombarded by the HOA fines and things like that. So my word of advice, just don't get yourself involved in one of these things. Try to purchase a home outside of a homeowners association and you'll be a lot happier.
Here are what I think are the worst parts about living in a homeowners association. Number one is that you have a lack of control over your property. The association can control how you paint your house, how many plants you can plant around your house, whether you need a certain type of tree in your yard. You have limited control over the aesthetic of your house. Number two is HOA dues are not stagnant and they can be increased by the association. Number three are special assessments. They're assessments that you pay in addition to your normal HOA dues. You might have a special assessment if the association has fallen behind on debt, is being sued, or the association is adding a new amenity or repairing existing amenities. And number four, the HOA can penalize you for not following the rules of the association to a T. For instance, maybe you don't like one of the trees in your yard, so you cut it down or you just trim it. The association finds out and they can penalize you for removing the tree from your yard or for trimming the tree in your yard.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys be the judge. What do you guys think? Do you think purchasing a house, no matter the cost of the house, is it worth going through all of this unsteadiness and the rate that you have to pay and the fines that you have to pay and the choices that they can make on a whim regarding your house? The fact that you're not able to make adjustments to your house the way that you want to, the fact that at any time they could be in a lawsuit or disputing something or deciding that they want to do something for the whole group, for the whole town, and you have to be the one to fork out the money and pay for those amenities, regardless if you're going to use the amenities or not. I don't know. There's a lot to this HOA thing that I just don't like. And if it's me, I'm definitely going to veer away from getting a home in a homeowners association for the rest of my life. That's just me. I don't want any part of this craziness.